Hey guys, what's going on? Kevin Sheeran here, one of the owners and trainers here at Southside Strength and Fitness. And a couple of weeks ago, we got a question from one of our members in relation to how to get into front squat position. Thought I'd make a video here now today just to help anyone else who might be having issues with this. Today I'm going to discuss some broad strategies that you can use with regards to getting into front squat position. So being able to actually get your elbows high and with the bar rather than having to cross your arms. I'll discuss why you don't want to be in this position. And just some general strategies that you can use. But that said, everyone's a little bit different. Your own muscular imbalances may differ from someone else's, so this strategy may not be appropriate for you, but you may find it resourceful. So what is front rack position? First thing is you want to be able to get your hands on the bar like so. Get in under the bar, step out, get into a squat position. Get down and come straight back up. Now, this position can be quite difficult to get into. As a result, you'll see certain people coming out like so and squatting down. Now, why don't you want to be in this position? First reason you don't want to be in this position on the bar is that you are protracting your shoulders. This is coupled with thoracic rounding of your upper back, which is making you more likely when you're in your squat position to fall forward, which is something you don't want to be doing. So this is why you want to be getting into front rack position if you can develop the mobility to do so. Also, if you ever want to get into Olympic lifting, this will be the catch position that you're going to be using for your clean and jerk. And the elbows high in this position is associated with thoracic expansion. So you're going to be more stable throughout your squat movement as a whole, and as a result will find the movement a little easier if you can't get into this position. So how we're going to go about getting into this position is I'm going to deal with the most common upper body mobility issues. One of the issues you might be having is first with your pec minor. So the way we're going to open that up is with shoulder dislocations. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go and get ourselves a PVC pipe. Hold it with whatever width you need to extend the bar over your head. Now, some people might find that they get to this position and they can't go any further, and that's fine. Work with the range you have, move through it dynamically. This is going to help open up the tightness in this area to some degree. And this is also going to open your pec major as well. This is kind of just a general stretch. They're called shoulder dislocations. Now, eventually, you want to be able to get to a stage where you can bring this around, tap it off your low back, bring it back to the front, tap it off your stomach, and then eventually you're going to want to narrow your hands and repeat the process. So eventually you'll find some lads, the very good Olympic lifters, who'll be able to get up and over in these positions. I'm not that good, so I can't do it. Now, next, you're also going to want to stretch out your lats. So one thing a nice stretch for this can be getting the bar, popping it over your shoulder like so, and pulling on this area here. Again, you're bringing some dynamic movement into it. You can just help open that area up. This can also open the triceps up a little bit, which is going to be nice when you're trying to get in under the bar like so. Driving the elbows up is going to be really important. Now, there are general stretches you can do with the bar. Obviously balance out the sides you're doing this with, so do it on both sides. So there's some general stretches you can do with cheap equipment. That's part of a broomstick handle and do it with a PVC pipe. Next thing you can do for stretching out your lats, you can find the edge of the cage and you can stretch your lats out like so. When you're stretching your lats, you want to stretch put your leg of the opposite side out behind you. The reason being is that your lats tie up in at this shoulder, come across your back and tie in down here at your hip. So by extending the opposite leg, you're stretching out that part of the kinetic chain that's going to help open that area up. Obviously, balance out both sides. Another stretch you can do for opening up your pec minor, which you talked about at the start. So you can pop your hand in here behind your head, find the edge of a cage or a rack or door frame, and open up the area. Find the first point you're kind of feeling a degree of tightness. Drive your elbow into the cage at about 20% effort for about 8 to 12 seconds. Relax and open the area up. This can be a nice way to open that shoulder girdle up. Obviously do the same thing on the other side. You can also do the same thing with your pec major. by putting your hand in at a right angle and extending away. Bringing active contraction is nice because after a muscle contracts, it relaxes and you're encouraging it to open up and let go of some of that tension in the area by doing that. It's also important to do this with a weak contraction, not with a heavy contraction. Heavy contraction is stimulating the wrong type of muscle fibers housed within your muscles, and that is going to, if you do open the area up doing this kind of stretch, you may be creating ligament laxity or damage to your tendons rather than actually opening up the muscle fibers that are tight. So you may actually improve your mobility, but not by alleviating the tightness in the muscle. So just be aware of that you want a weak contraction there. And lastly, what you can do is you can get yourself in, I'll demonstrate here behind the bar, get yourself in to a front rack position using the bar. So the way I started when I was doing this, I did a lot of the stretching that I've shown you already, but I also got in under the bar, and if I just drive one arm up, drive the other one up, you might find that something like this is what you'll be starting with, and you don't want to be getting into the squat position like that until you've developed mobility, because you really will hurt your wrists, and you'll find that's quite a common complaint. But what you will eventually develop by doing all these stretches, if your general mobility issues are in the upper body, that you will be able to actually get out with the elbows high, get yourself into a nice squat position, squat down and up. Another nice thing to do with this is obviously load the bar up with a few plates. Now that's only 40 kilos, fine for me to demo with, but having a bit of weight on the bar when you're trying to open up your shoulders is nice, so that you can use the weight to lean into the bar as such without it kind of coming away from you while you're trying to get your stretch on. So look, there are some useful ways that you can help get yourself into front squat position. If you've an interest in Olympic lifting, this is going to obviously be a benefit to you if you're having a hard time getting into this position. And also if you are looking to just front squat because it's a great core builder, as well as your glutes and your quads in general, because of the position the bar is placed on. It keeps you more upright. It's a nice way to do some exercise as well. You'll find this useful as well. So look, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comment section below here on either YouTube or on the Facebook page where this is posted, and we'll be happy to answer them in video format for you when we get the list. So look, again, I've been Kevin Sheeran. This has been Southside Strength and Fitness. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you next time. Take it easy.